Hey, good morning. Still morning here. Hope you're having setting up to make it a great week. Got Ella here, and so I don't know what I'm going to call this video yet, but I really hope you endeavor to sit through this. It has a very important message. That's Kit Kat on the scratching post. She's awesome. She's long. She's tall. Hey, sweetheart. So yeah, please sit through this one. And I'm going to ask people to share this with their local rescue. Forward this to them, to their local rescue. This is where I'm going to be taking the British say taking a PISS on someone, but taking a shot. When rescues, I've been doing this for a few years now. Hey, sweetheart. The one with anxiety ends up being the lap cat. Who knew, right? Hey, sweetheart. So it's about when rescues. I'm going to start calling it out here. When they start being a disservice to animals, and here I'm going to try to abbreviate it in my head, but it's not going to. The editing. When I see rescues daily crying for more donations in this new tough global permanent economic reset, things aren't going to get better. Price of gas is not going to come down. Price of food is not going to come down. Everything's going to go up. Things aren't getting better. And also, when rescues do this, they're asking for donations. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Now we have this emergency. We're behind. And stuff. And they keep going back to their followers. And I've approached them for 1-2+ years, telling them your followers don't have spare money. They don't. That's why you're not getting any money. That's why when you have 6,000 followers, you can't raise $600 or $800 to pay for your new washer for your laundry equipment. This is why in 2.5 years with 6,500 followers, asking for funds to replace your fencing around your property, and in 2.5 years you've raised $20. People want something for their money. Also, rescue operators, your followers are following another 5, 10, 20, 50 rescues. All the other rescues are asking for money. What do you want your followers to do when they're just trying to pay their mortgage, their rent, food, medical, gas for their vehicle, maintenance, kids, animals, medical, living expenses? They don't have the spare money. My programs offer your followers, everyone watching this, what they pay for every day, but better quality, better pricing. The cafe alone is healthier than the 97% of the coffee in the world produced is toxic. Remember, guys, when you watch my videos, please have a pad and paper, a pad and a pen to Google anything that please. 97% of the world's coffee produced is non-organic, meaning it's been touched with chemicals, but it's how bad? Up to 200 chemical compounds. But I want to get back to the rescues. When I've been approaching them for 2 years, or 1 and 8 months, and then comes back against a huge emergency where they need $8,100, and I said, well, if we would have got these going 8 months ago, it says, well, I didn't get your email. So I don't take it from their website or their Facebook. I take it from the email and said, is this your email? Yes. And I said, on all my first email contacts, I say, please check your inbox or your spam folder. It's coming from this email. For 8 months to go by and say you didn't get the email, well, you didn't look for it, or it's not true. And you didn't look for it, and you received it and you ignored it. But all the rescues go, well, I can't look at this right now. We got an emergency on. We got to put out another fire. We got to do this other run. And then you're still asking for money that doesn't show up. So now you're doing the animals that you say you're out to protect a disservice, because your job as a rescue, it's okay. And by the way, I'll throw this out here. In my 45 years of working for myself, rescue operators have been some of the worst business people I've ever met. Sure, I'm taking a shot at these people now. Sure I am, because I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated when it comes across my feed, all these time-stamped animals that are on the clock that are going to get the needle. Because what rescues are doing right now, bless them all, when they don't do everything they can do, then they're doing a disservice. And how do I know the rescue model is not working anymore? Because in North America, just in Canada and the United States, we Us, me, you, the viewer, every rescue operator, mankind, we are killing 7,400 cats and dogs every day, 2.7 million every year. Hope you're still watching this video, because everybody likes the rainbows and the unicorn fart videos. Well, this isn't one of them. So forward this to your local rescue that's crying for money. They're exhausted. Why aren't you people supporting us? Oh, we have 10,000 supporters. Another sanctuary. We have 2.7. There's another one that has combined on their social media platforms over 7 million followers. They're getting bugger all in for donations. Why? Why? They don't sit back. They keep asking, keep asking, keep asking, keep asking, keep asking. That's the definition of insanity. To keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over that doesn't work and expecting a different result. Animals are dying. I have the solution. I am the only one. I am the only one. And somebody wants to come up with a better plan or an additional plan, contact me. I'll love to hear it. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Because I've been doing this for a few years now. At 7,400 animals, and the number's going up. So I see a rescue. So a friend of mine, we're having lunch one day, and I'm expressing my frustration. He says, well, they don't trust you. And I said, no, I've considered that. I've considered that. Here's the big thing, though, folks. I don't charge for my services. So there's no risk. And if they go, well, we don't want to bring this out to our followers in case it crashes and burns, go, great. I tell them. I suggest to them, try it with your own staff. Try it with you and your family and friends, and order from your own stores and see if it works, see if the products show up, so that knocks down that excuse. What's the next excuse? That you're not going to try these things to help these animals. That you say there's a sanctuary to climb me. Both the fantastic organization, fantastic. They really built a miracle, is really what they've done. They built a miracle. And yet, I spoke with the husband personally, and he said he's concerned about her retirement. I said, okay. Because I asked, what are your concerns? I don't come in and steamroll like this video is sounding. I said, what are your concerns? What are your needs? Well, he's concerned about her retirement is going into this sanctuary. I said, yeah, okay. And but he says, well, this sounds like a pyramid. And I said, well, pyramids are illegal. Here, everybody, with your pad of paper and a pen, Google what a pyramid is. A pyramid involves cash only. A pyramid is illegal, and a pyramid is designed to recruit many cash investors to pay people higher up, their higher dividends higher up in the pyramid. These are direct marketing. Years ago, direct marketing, that you buy. Do you shop on Amazon? Do you buy from Chewy, Wayfair? Do you shop any store online? That's direct marketing. They've eliminated the retail store. They've eliminated the retail store because it's a lot better for a city, I'll tell you folks, than 200,000 cars in one day cramming into a mall. It's a lot better for the city to just have 2,000 delivery vans, each making 200 deliveries. There you go. It's a change, and people, by the over $200 billion a year, almost a bit. It's coming up. It'll be coming up on over $4 billion a week to $5 billion per week. Almost $1 billion per day spent shopping this way. And so the guy says, "Well, I think this is a pyramid." I said, "Well, a pyramid's illegal," and he stuck on it and put it in her head. So she declined, and they're always asking for money. And I was declined by him, who is involved in cryptocurrency, which is the ultimate Ponzi scheme pyramid. And involved in a franchise, which again is a pyramid. I'm saying if you want to call that a pyramid, then every business is a pyramid, from prostitution to owning a restaurant to when you order a pizza from a franchise, you pay one price. The delivery guy gets paid, the restaurant gets paid, all the people farmers that made all the products for the pizza get paid, the corporation gets paid. Okay, if that's a pyramid, that's a pyramid. I call it ordering a pizza. So direct marketing. Better products, better price, delivered to your door. Unlike the 97% of the world that's drinking toxic coffee with up to 200 chemical compounds. Please, again, as per my other video, Google this. Google regular coffee versus organic coffee. Pick any article. So it's not me. Pick any article. So here's two other rescues that are in my programs. Never promoted them. Well, one made a post 1 week and 1 week in 6 months, making a cup of the coffee and praising it. to no end. And people commenting, say, I know the brand. I was buying that from a friend. It's great coffee. Yeah, it's chemical free for one, and it has added health benefits that have helped me greatly. And I'll explain that in one video when I do a coffee video. But here's the thing: these two rescues I'm thinking of, both operators, fantastic people. They're being run into the ground. They are being run into the ground, and one is out of a job and subsidizing her own rescue $6,000 a month. She's losing $200 a day. The other one is losing $10,000 a month. She is subsidizing personally. What is that? 300. And I showed her the math. This is all you have to do. This is how many sales you have to get out of your 12,000 followers. No promotion. And then crying, we don't have any money. I'm going to have to close doors. And every single day posting for money. It's not coming in. People need something for money. Everyone watching this here, I'll ask you right now. Would you rather just send $100 to a rescue and that be the end? If you get a tax receipt, that's a different argument. That's great. And you get a tax receipt. Would you rather spend $100 on a rescue and that's the end of it? Or would you rather spend $100 on a rescue and get $100 worth of products at your door that you're already using except better quality? The coffee is already better than what you're drinking. I guarantee you. Because there's only a 3% chance you're drinking organic. And of that, ours has added health benefits. So, and I'll talk about that. Go to our page. Go to Feline Fine, hashtag Tessa's Legacy on Facebook, and see the multiple posts about the health benefits of the coffee. It's also the Royal Black. Look at this. A friend of mine gave me this. Instant Human Just Add Coffee. It's priceless, right? That's where my Royal Black goes. I have 5 or 6 cups a day. And I have a cup while I'm watching a TV or a movie right before bed at night. I go to bed. The problem people have with drinking coffee is actually a health drink. Google it. Is organic coffee a health drink? Yes, the antioxidants and supports your immune system. The garbage we've been lazily, poorly informed, out of habit, chosen to buy through the drive-through, through the $6 or $8 coffee from you know who that's shutting down over 400 locations this year. There's a reason for that. People are done with the gimmick. This year I carry in my vehicles, and there's a restaurant. I don't frequent restaurants much anymore, but there's one if I go to. They have the worst coffee in the world. It's acidic, it's watered down, it's a waste of coffee, water, a filter, and electricity. So I bring this. They know me. They just bring me. I say, can I have a cup of really of boiling hot water, please? A mug of, and I pour this in and enjoy my coffee in the restaurant with the food I enjoy. And yeah. So anyways, this stuff here, half the price of a toxic drive-through coffee. 1/3 the price of you know who that's shutting down their 400 locations. And also, if you're using the pods, there's another thing. Those machines, I know the name begins with a K. We all know it. They're showing up at rescue auctions. When a rescue is having an auction, I saw one had 2 of them, and I'm seeing these people. That was a machine that was created to fix a problem that didn't exist. And also, when you get it, the plastic pods are toxic, and if you get the BPA pods, they're toxic. Google, another thing to write down. Are BPA-free coffee pods toxic? So anyways, we have those 2 rescues that are losing $6,000 and $10,000 a month. We have the one where the guy said it's a pyramid, and even though he's involved in crypto and a franchise, there's another one here this week. I approached 8 months ago, said they never got my multiple emails. Doing an amazing job tying up a bunch of rescues, trying to rescue just under 40 cats out of a hoarding house. I don't want to say a hoarding house. For some people, just think it's disorganized. This place needs to be burned to the ground. I have to cover every inch and get every cat out of there. It's a biological hazardous wasteland. The fact humans were in there, it's too dirty for cockroaches. Cockroaches would not live in there. And the place it'll be bulldozed. It can't be remediated. They need $8,100. No money. And posting, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I can't do this, thinking of close. And another one here in my province this past weekend. Haven't heard back from them. As soon as I saw their post, I sent out my offer to help. and I'm sure and says, I feel like a failure, which she is not. She is not. And so bless rescue operators, because thank God for the millions of lives they saved. So she's feeling, and has to close the doors. She has her own money she put into their $5,000 over in medical bills. And I'm going to do another one about people taking shots at vets and their billing, because I'm going to get into about their expenses and getting screwed over and their suicide rate, and that's another video. That'll be an interesting one, I hope. There's another one, another rescue that doesn't promote the programs I have them in, and they took on a dog that needed a surgery, a major surgery. They took a couple of weeks to have a 50-50 draw. They should have surrendered the dog to a larger rescue. I have one in mind here in the city that has its own medical staff, this rescue, instead of having a 50. And so here's the problem I have with these rescue operators. They get so myopic in their operation, they're not seeing the bigger picture. Yes, we're taking care of our little corner of the world. We're saving these animals. Look, we got these, and I'm not knocking them, but any organization that lets 2 cats out produces 420,000 kittens in 7 years. Do cats deserve to die for this? No. We owe them, and we are failing them because we chose to domesticate these animals. And I'm seeing every single day dogs thrown out of cars, jaws kicked off, a breeder in New York cutting the puppies out because she couldn't push the puppies out anymore. A dog rescued by a New York rescue. The dog was rescued from a Mexican junkyard, was raped so many times by a human, her vulva didn't close anymore. Do you want to hear the stories that I hear? So when I see these rescues not picking up my programs and crying for money and saying they can't do any more for the animals and pleading for money that doesn't come, wake up. It's not going to come. This is like me and a rescue operator being out at sea, big waves, and they go overboard. And I throw them a life preserver, and they go, I don't like the color. Do you have, that one's yellow. Do you have one in orange? Look, grab the damn life preserver. That's your choice. You grab it or you go down. So my programs, I don't charge for them. They can do nothing but help a rescue, save lives. And so when they decline, and here's another thing, I'm going to get on about gatekeepers. I'm thinking about a sanctuary in California right now and a rescue in Florida. I'm going to go back to that one that can't get the fence paid or a laundry. She had to dip into her medical fund to get her washer paid for because her 6,500 followers couldn't chip in $1 each. They run this and they just want to be about the animals, which is what was their original why, and bless them for that. But they hire these gatekeepers that handle their social media, that handle their fundraising and stuff like this. Well, these gatekeepers are fresh. They come in, they're not ground into the ground like these 2 rescue operators who have both been doing this for over 30 years. And so they come in and go, I tell them about this, they go, no, we're fine. Really? Because every post you make is crying for money. You're fine. Yet every one of your followers, 87.5% of Americans, 90% of Canadians, regardless of their financial status, whether they're homeless or rich, pay to drink coffee or tea every day. And they're drinking garbage is the problem. And they're drinking expensive garbage, expensive toxic garbage. Because if I gave any one of you a cup of the up to 200 chemical compounds that are in non-organic coffee, insecticide, fungicide, herbicide, they soak coffee plants in petroleum-based insecticide before they plant them. Non-organic coffee that we're all supporting, you guys, not me, the 97% that are buying junk coffee is polluting the planet, is killing wildlife, is bad for the farmers, and is wrecking the water table. So that's what you get for buying expensive, non-organic coffee. It's killing the planet faster. So if you're tired of rescues that you follow asking for donations, I see some doing guilt posts. Oh, I may have to do what, I can't, I may have to, and the guilt, and they see e-transfer sent. Money comes in, it's expended. It comes in, it's expended. The only consistent thing is it's constantly declining. What's the solution? You have to start giving something people back for their money. They can spend $100 on Costco or Walmart, but they'd rather spend it at your rescue getting their daily necessities, their shampoo, their plant-based laundry soap, their healthy coffee, um, toothpaste, which is green tea and honey based. It's a gel, not a chalky. It's awesome. They'd rather spend $100 on your rescue than give it to a Walmart or a Costco, and that's the end of it. I can guarantee you that. But you go, you don't want to trust me? That's fine. Put these in place. Then try them with your staff. And go, oh, this stuff really does show up at our door. Oh, these really are excellent products. Well, let's introduce baby steps, but make some steps. Don't say you didn't get the email after 8 months, and your followers are getting tired of you asking for money. They don't have it. They have money for their coffee. I do, and but they want something in return. Some are happy with the tax receipt. If you do that, I know a bunch of I'm thinking of 1, 2, 4, 5 rescues on the top of my head right now that are not charity certified to give out tax receipts. So just asking people for their money. I'll tell you right now, folks, people are going to put $50 in their gas tank before they're going to donate it to a rescue. They're going to put $50 in food in their pantry before they're going to donate to your rescue. That's never going to change. And so yeah, I just and there's some that, and the fundraisers some have, and I'm not asking them to stop these fundraisers. Keep doing the fundraisers. In case anyone takes away from this video, he's saying just do his programs. No, still do your fundraisers, because that keeps the wheels on the bus. It doesn't keep them turning, but it keeps the wheels on the bus. And but they have these fundraisers, and I look at them, and I'm down to, in this economy, I'm down to a needs economy. I just spend money on my needs. My wants are off the table. This new economy and stuff, I want this, no, I'm just down to my needs. And my needs are right now is feeding my girls their health care, feeding me my health care, a roof over our heads, and keeping a vehicle operating. That's so needs is it. And so they have these fundraisers, and some they'll have a bake sale, which is dependent on their followers providing baked goods. Awesome. And it seems like they have a decent. So why wouldn't you offer the coffee sampler? People are already showing. And first of all, when you have these bake sales, you're only making money from people that show up. My programs, one ships to 50 countries, one ships to 80 countries. Your follower can be in South Africa, can be in Australia, can be in California, can be in Ontario, Canada. They can support you by shopping from your online stores. When you have a bake sale, they have to be there. So I see them offering this here. Oh, you have to live in this province or the state to participate in this 50-50 draw. Well, I don't, so you're not going to get any money from me. Oh, we're having a retro 50s sock hop party, and I'm looking here going, well, okay, but you're 3 hours away from me, and I don't want to go to a dance. I'm not burning gas at $1.62 a liter to go to a sock hop with a 6-hour return drive. There's another one offering Valentine balloons with stuffed dog. I don't want one of those. And they're for me, they are an 8-hour return trip drive. Or I'm going to pay $30 in postage to have a big balloon delivered to me. So they're not going to see money from me for that. And I see the shares and the follower. Here's the thing, guys. Watch. These rescues have their own numbers in front of them. They have their own numbers right in front of them. There's a big cat sanctuary in the States. I was going to say the state. And it's a wonderful organization. The lives they've saved are just, and they do a post that a cat's been adopted with the new guardian holding the cat, and bang, 850 likes. And I'm talking like in an hour or two. That's the kind of following they have, but their following is dropping, actually. Their following is dropping. And then they'll post a cat comb. And they get $5. Now, first of all, folks, I got to break the news to them. Every cat guardian out there right now already has a cat comb. Either a deferment, by coincidence, not a commercial, but this is all we need. I'm not going to spend. And so they're promised $5 from the manufacturer for every cat comb sold. Well, here's the thing. How do they know that manufacturer is being honest? How do they know they didn't sell 100 combs that month and they have 500 coming to them? Because that cat comb manufacturer can say, we'll just send them $200. They'll be happy. They don't know. My programs, Each of these $2 billion a year companies that each sell over $6 million worth of product a day. So that's the kind of demand they're in from global warehousing, shipped from global warehousing. They give each of the rescues an online back office to track every sale, every commission. It's transparent. These companies survive by making the best products in the world, by delivering them well packaged to all purchasers, and they pay good commissions. That's what they rely on. There's nothing hidden. It's transparent. So I sit back here with these rescues, and I look at them. I go, you guys, and then we have an auction, and so you want people to donate all their junk to auction, and I flip through them. One's got 157. I flip, don't need it, 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 don't need it. Would never want that. Would never. Plus, you guys are 2 hours away from me, so it's a 4 hour. You're never gonna. Still do it because it obviously works. It makes in some money, but here goes the argument, guys. Here's the common sense thing that the ship has sailed. They have an auction all the time, getting the items, making the photos, and I still say keep doing this because it brings in money. I'm not saying not to do their time consuming. Click, 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 click. Here's the description. Here we take the money. We got to take a transfer. We got to get the person. We need a volunteer to get it to them or be at the rescue for someone to pick it up. Blah. My two stores, they just run 24/7, 365 days a year. They could wake up and go, oh, we got 10 orders last night. We didn't do a thing. I do ask them to, promote it and sit there and say, I think it's like Porsche or a Rolex. One's a car, one's a watch. Coffee's coffee. I think people don't know the difference till they've had the difference. That's why I ask people. Go to our page, tessaslegacycafe.com, and put an order in. Here's my recommendation: Royal Black. And you go, well, that's expensive. Kind of going, and I've had people close to me saying, I said it's not. I said break it down. Who goes out there and buys 25 servings at a time of their coffee? And if they do that at the drive-through with the arches, we all know. Oh, and by the way, when I was building, I had thousands of those until I came onto this coffee. And the other, sometime this past winter, I was running errands, and I thought, well, just to be nostalgic, I want a double fillet of fish. Making the double was, I think, one of the smartest things they ever did. And I'll have one of my standard coffees, which was a medium with a shot of espresso and a cream. Had one sip because I've been on this for a year or so by then. I took a sip. All I could taste was the chemicals. Truth. I lied to you not. All I could do was taste the can. I'm just like, I drank thousands of these. And I have an autoimmune condition with an arthritis and stuff. And I said, well, how that can't be good. And you're talking to somebody here whose medical prescriptions have topped over $1 million. So if you're tired of being asked for donations and not getting anything for your money other than the good feeling that you're saving animals, but then again, they get your money, they spend it, it's gone. Then they're back on the begathon treadmill. Can you send us more money? Well, here. Can you send us more money? Well, here. No, they can't. Rescue operators, are you watching this? Your followers are tapped out. They want something of value for their money. And saying, well, saving lives and animals should be enough. It should be. If we were in a typical economy. But we're not any longer. The globalists, this isn't a U.S. president from either party. Don't think one is better. They each work for different countries that are both allies. You don't want to. Ours selling Canada off to China. We're going to get political, right? How do I know this? How do I know the U.S. president is the only guy screwing over the country? Because all first world countries are in exactly the same economic state. So unless that president, whichever one is in power at the time, how is he affecting Canada or Australia or the economies in the UK? How? He's not. He's not running the show. So watch everybody shut this off now. He's taking a shot at my president or my prime minister. I'll take a shot. Our prime minister is the worst we've ever had. So anyways, folks, I think that's it. I think I've covered the rescues that are losing $6,000, $10,000 a month. One needs $8,100 right now, sick and tired, is frustrated. Another one here in Alberta is Posted over this weekend, gonna have to close the door. She feels like a failure. She is not. You're an angel. And just work smarter, folks. They're working harder. And I swear, here's another thing. Either some of these rescue operators like the attention of being a rundown victim when there's options to help them that they don't take, because what else is this? What else could I call it, right? What else can I call it? And they don't want to take the help. Or there's some organizations that have gotten so big they're like these TV evangelists that have become billionaires, and I think they're running it on ego. And they're still asking for donations. Well, we got so many millions of followers. We don't need this. We got this coming in and stuff like this. Well, here, every rescue watching this right now, do you know how I know what you're doing is not enough? Because we're still killing 7,400 innocent cats and dogs every day in the United States and Canada alone. So when you're taking care of your little corner and you're still begging for money, and these animals are being killed at the rate of one animal every 10 seconds, then we're not doing enough, are we? We're not doing all we can do. So if I got every rescue and every store and all this, if anybody knows any Hollywood celebrities, or I'm going to be talking to who I'm going to be talking with and stuff like this to get people on board. And so we're offering people their daily necessities, healthier, better quality. And by the way, the one that makes the daily products, the shampoo, the toothpaste, the laundry soap, the vitamins, their parent company makes products for. And by the way, this company does not do animal testing. So there you go. Their parent company has sales, I heard, in the trillions, but they make products for Johnson & Johnson, Revlon, Chanel, Pond's, and those companies don't make their own products. Surprise. So this company takes their formulas, puts them under this brand name, and I hear the skin products. I don't use any. I probably do. And I hear the skin products are of incredible value and of the highest quality people have ever tried. So there you go. No, I'm not baiting you. That's not from me. That's from multiple Zoom meetings from people that actually use them. So if you don't trust me, that's fine. But for the sake of the animals, I don't charge for my services rescues. So get on these programs, because and then promote them. I'm on them. Oh, I got one 6 or 8. I never got a sale. I said you have not promoted your stores once. And this is an amazing, incredible person running herself into the ground, losing $10,000 a month, frustrated, tired. And here's another thing, rescue operators, I'll tell you this now. Are you better off now today than you were 1 year, 3 years, 5 years ago, or do you see a trend? Do you see you getting more tired? Do you see more animals? Do you see more abandonment, neglect, and abuse cases? Do you think you're getting ahead of the 2 cats producing 420,000 kitten curve, birth rate, avalanche? Where do you see it getting better? Are you getting more donations than ever? And even if you are, and I'm thinking one will say they will. Someone inherited their estate. Still, you're not doing everything you can do, because guess what? We're still killing 7,400 cats and dogs every day, 2.7 million a year, 1 every 10 seconds. So yeah, unless you get on these programs, and until we stop this, and I see people every day on social media, and they get emotionally aroused and frustrated, and why don't governments do this? Oh, when I win the lottery, I'll do this. Boy, I wish I could do what you do. Boy, I wish. Doesn't get it done, folks. They're still killing an animal every 10 seconds. So what are you going to do? You're going to go to our page, sign up with the stores. If you're in contact with a lot of rescues, contact me. We'll set you up with a wholesale account, and you go out and help these rescues. I cannot contact all 20,000 plus rescues myself, plus the ones I've been trying to beat down the door for 2 years going, no, we're fine. But oh wait, we're still begging for money. We're still crying. I'm a year older. I'm a year more tired. I'm a year more exhausted. I'm a year more frustrated. I'm thinking of closing the doors. I'm thinking of stop. When you have solutions available to you, and you don't exercise them, the pity train here stops. Sorry, folks. I'll start doing some. I'm doing a great one on pumpkin seeds and raw food diet for And in my opinion, it's not more money than the cheap processed. And we'll talk about grazing bowls, purified water. Got tons of stuff to talk about. But this one here, 35. 200 animals have been killed while I've been making this video against their will. All they do is sit in a cage. They don't rationalize like we do, like, should I get a big screen TV, or what are we gonna watch tonight? Do we want to order out? And stuff like this. These animals, all they do is they feel from their heart and going, where's my family? They don't think in words, they feel it. Where's my family? What have I done? Do you know how, in a week, how many animals I read that have been abandoned? Not just thrown out of cars, or an Easter rabbit. There's another stupid thing. People, my Easter rabbits are showing up now in the rescues in New York City parks, all of a sudden, magically, because people are stupid enough to give actual lives for holidays and gifts. You don't do that. You don't do that, people. Stop making it about you. Start making it about the animals, because they're dying one every 10 seconds against their will. I've seen the videos where they're pacing in their cages, and then the rescue uses the excuse, we have to kill this animal because it's stressed. Really? Because it's in a shelter where it senses death. These animals have far greater sensory perceptions than we do. And people, if we were doing this to people, that's all we hear about. That's all we hear about. So here's my question: is why do we value people more than animals? Why? None of these and by the way, guys, I follow the great sanctuaries and stuff like that where they've made cows and chickens, and once they stop, boy, you want to go on YouTube, Google how commercial farms kill chickens, how commercial farms kill pigs. I'm not asking anybody to be vegan. I had someone very nice on my page one day. I posted, I said, I'm still part of the problem. I've seen the mother cow who they impregnate once a year to deliver milk for humans, which we don't need. Oat milk is better than almond milk. I've seen the mother cow mourn for her calf. I've seen the dead calf in a wheelbarrow. Somebody doesn't want to hear this? I've seen the calf being taken away in a truck while the mother cow's chasing it, and she's crying. So I'm not saying, someone was great on my page. I started by saying, I'll be accountable. I said, I'm still part of the problem, but I have cut down my eggs by 97, 98%, where I used to buy them every time. Now I don't. I bought them, I had to buy a dozen once because I had some, it's a cookie mix, another story. Needed an egg. And those are the first dozen eggs I bought in a year. And I won't eat chicken wings. These are all my decisions, folks, not yours. But I'm more conscious about the suffering my habits can cause. And the habits of rescues, jumping back to that, of begging for money that doesn't come in anymore. When you're losing the game, you change your strategy. When we used to play paintball, and we'd go out and kick butt. Also, we played a game and we got our butts kicked. We went off there and we weren't like, we just sit back. I took it personally and evaluated, okay, what did we not do right? It wasn't the other team. Congratulations, you guys kicked our butts. Great. Going, what happened there? What did we learn from this? Learn from this. So, sorry guys, it's taken this long, but they all won't be venting videos. If you're in touch with rescues, reach out to me. My email's on multiple posts. felinefinetl@gmail.com is one. And state, I watched your video. In the subject line, I'm very big about the subject line because I get spammed. Do you want this? Do you want it? And you see the names and where they're coming from, and you just Google knocks most of them out with their filter. Please post in there. You saw your video, whatever. I'd like to help. And get you in these programs to help these rescues. And I need help. These rescues need help. And now we're coming up on 240 animals have been killed since I've been making this video. Does this start bothering anyone? It bothers me plenty. And these rescues today will still be posting there. They need money. Where are you guys? Where's our followers when we need you? Yeah, you know where they are? They're trying to get by these days. They're trying to pay their rent, keep a roof over their head, keep their kids fed. That's where your followers are. So guilting them is not going to get see any more money from them. You see, and by the time you get cash, here's the thing, rescue operators: a lifetime cafe customer, an online store customer, will pay you more over the years than a donator will. Here's another thing too: rescues, attention. Your followers follow you because they like something about you, they love you, whatever. That's great. But when you have these stores, they're going to start sharing it with their family and friends. They're going to say, look, hey, cousin, hey, mom, dad, hey, son, daughter, hey, you buy this stuff. Let's put a group order in. Let's put a group order in, because now our money's not going to the big box corporations. Now it's going to go to and help and save animals' lives. So now they're going to start sharing your rescue with people that are not currently interested in your rescue. But somebody goes, so if I drink coffee, healthier, better coffee than I'm drinking now, I'm saving cats, dogs, horses, donkeys. Here's another thing. I got challenged. I was posting an ad for one of my rescues that's not promoting their stores. And I had some guy challenge me, come back, says, donkeys don't get slaughtered. It took me 2 seconds to search on Google. 6 million donkeys are killed every year just for their hide. So they're not killing the animal for the meat, for the bones, just for their hide. 6 million. I had some guy, instead of taking the 2 seconds to Google for him to get his facts straight, to learn that 6 million. I said to him, wouldn't your time be better spent learning how to use Google and volunteer at a rescue? Wouldn't that be a better use of your time? Anyways, guys, I'll see how many of you have followed through for this. You'd really have to take but it's an important message. This is an important message. Forward this to your local rescue, saying, why aren't you going to this guy's programs? And let them come back to you. If they come back to you with a whatever, report it back to me. I'd like to hear it. I'd like to hear why they're not doing everything they can do to save every animal that they say is their business. Bring it back to me. I'd like to hear why they're not using this. Because I have the only programs in the world that will work, that is a viable plan to not just, and I see people posting, oh, if I won the lottery, I would adopt all the animals. Well, that's great, because a day later after you adopt all the animals, all the ones that have been on hold are going to fill those shelters again. That doesn't solve the problem. Low-cost spay and neutering is going to help the problem. When we can get to free spay and neutering, will help the problem. If everybody gets on board, you watching this right now, order from my 2 stores, and there'll be more coming online. If we can get to a point where we're rewarding people, paying them to bring animals in to be fixed, you can be darn sure people are going to make it their living, just same as people collecting bottles are going to start looking for, saying, well, that's not right. Going, yeah, it is. When 2 cats can produce 420,000 kittens, now let's not even get on about the human population, because then you're going to think I'm like the head of Microsoft and trying to wipe conspiracy theorists. All that's involved there is we just have to have, humans have to have 1 child for 1 generation, and we'd be down to half the population. No one has to die. So here, about if we get to a point now, if you right now goes to and patronizes one of my 2 online stores, and we start getting people to where we start rewarding people, they get paid. Let's say they got $25 for every cat or dog they brought, even if it's their own animal. The vet still gets paid their full price for doing the surgery. So we're not asking vets to chip in. They still get paid, because that 8 to 10 years of university and a $500,000 student loan and the cost of a hospital, they deserve what they get. So the vets still get paid, and have your vet contact me, but they're probably part of the three letters I know, and we're working on that. And we start rewarding and paying people to bring animals in to be spayed and neutered. Then people are going to start, instead of picking bottles and stuff, they're going to be, stray cats and feral dogs, and we have to get this under control. Somebody goes, well, that's a bit of, no, this is dire, folks. Animals are dying. They're dying. And it's not just the ones in the shelters right now. It's all the other millions of animals we don't know that are showing up now, like the one in Ontario with the 40 cats that are in a hoarding house. Another one in New York State, the house burnt down, another hoarding house. And the city was, in 2 days, was ready to bulldoze it, and a great rescue guy went in and formed a human chain and blocked them, and they got a few extra days to get, and they found extra animals in there that were going to be killed by the bulldozer. So This is not under control. So any rescue out there, bless you. Yeah, but we're not doing enough. And there's options here that you have not explored. So I'm putting that on you. So this is the only plan and I've been doing this for a few years now. This is the only plan has come to me that can turn this around. So presidents of huge pet store chains, we have to have a talk again, or talk for the first time. But let's get this done, folks. And instead of letting another day go by, that's it. I'll look at it on the weekend. And then a weekend goes by, and then guess what? We had this to do, and then nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. What are everybody watching this right now? If you're still watching this, what are you going to do today to fix the problem that we, mankind, collectively have created by domesticating these animals, and now we abandon them? Somebody says, "Well, I don't abandon them. I treat my 3 girls really well." Yeah, mankind, we are the problem, as we are with all ecosystems we invade and pollute and have sea life choking on plastic and everything like that. This we can fix. But it takes everyone watching this right now and everyone you know and every rescue you can contact to get this done today, because it's not getting done. And another day goes by and a week goes by and they're more tired and the rescues are run down. Then the guilt posts. Why can't you guys? So we have 10,000 people. And then you see the people posting. There's 10,000 followers here. If everybody donates $1, nobody's going to get off their seat. You tell somebody they can get better, healthier, chemical-free, organic coffee delivered to their door, they'll pay attention. We get off their seat for $5 or $10. Look, I've already donated. I've donated once a month, you guys, for 6 months. You're still bringing animals in. It's not ending. It's not getting better. No, it's not. We're not fixing the problem at the source. A rescue operator in British Columbia and one in New York, and I've heard it elsewhere, use the same phrase. Being an animal rescue is like trying to empty the ocean 1 teaspoon at a time. It doesn't matter it's not enough. We have to fix the problem at the source. And that's spaying and neutering. That's it. And we'll do another one about breeders. Don't get on me about ethical breeders, because it doesn't exist, about maintaining a breed, and not when there's millions of animals being killed every year. There's no ethical breeders. We're not going to get into that. So, but I know a breeder that's really, because I know for every breeder everybody tells me they know is ethical, I can find a link and post you a story where the female they dumped in the woods or threw out of a car at the highway, or a guy in New York cut her puppies out because she was no longer able to push them out. So how about a video of 2 rednecks strapping a bulldog to a camping cooler while the other one is holding up the male and impregnating her for profit? One day on Instagram, I got, they throw, when you look into one thing, it starts throwing you, do you know? Started throwing me into this whole culture in New York of these incredibly stupid losers with these huge chains on their dogs, holding them. They're tied to a railing, and they're showing pictures of them breeding and stuff like that. Really, because there's a shelter in Los Angeles alone that kills 150 English bulldogs every day. And we got these idiots in New York that are sitting there and they give them these cool rap names and stuff like this and going, you guys are idiots. You guys are idiots. You guys are the problem. So you got a problem with that, contact me. I'm around. And we'll have a talk. If you can use English. I'm not getting into the slang thing. So anyways, guys, that's it. Pass this on to your rescue if they've sat through this and get it done. Do something proactive to save your rescue. Say, have you seen this? Have you looked into this guy's programs? Are you using this guy's programs? Are you using them and you're not promoting them? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, we're still asking our followers for money. We're still offering them a cat comb or a water bottle. A water bottle with our logo on it. Guys, I have Nalgene. I got 4 and toxic free. I have 4 of them here. I don't need water bottles. I don't need sweatpants. I got hoodies. I can't get to your bake sale because you're in a different country. I can't help you that way. Your plants that you're selling for $5 that you make $2 each on, you are 3,000 kilometers away from me. I can't buy a plant from you. I can't help you with that fundraiser. The one where you sell the really expensive dryer sheets for 50 or 75 cents a sheet because it's saving the planet, guess what? The earth is not choking on dryer sheets. And it's not saving the planet when they have to ship it from a different province here using a fuel-based truck to bring 25 dryer sheets to my door in cardboard because you think you're saving the planet and that's recycled. That's another joke. You guys do ones with a great company that does chocolates, and you do it at Easter and Christmas. Okay, well, there's a little chunk of money and a chunk of money. What do you do for the other 360 days of the year to make money for your animals? So if you don't trust me, that's fine. You don't have to get in these programs with me. Just start the programs. I've given people more than enough support. I give them suggested text. I provided graphics for them. I said, try this, try this. You're having a bake sale. They're there for cash anyways. What goes better with baking than coffee? Have this sampler pack in these boxes that I showed you where you can get on Amazon for dirt cheap with a little win. I got one around. No, okay, no, I don't. It's in the other room. And for that, and you make a few bucks, and all of a sudden they get to taste the best from your online cafe, and you get a customer for life. You make $5 on the sampler, you don't care. But then you get a cafe sampler, and all of a sudden they go, guess what? Ella and Kit Kat are having a wrestle on my granny's trunk. It's pretty funny. WWE. And so you make $5. And I said, in case you're worried you're not going to sell them, advance sell them in your small town, saying we're going to have this cafe sampler for $30 that has the very best from our cafe. Who would like one in advance? Please send us an e-transfer for X amount of dollars. So you got, we got sales for 10. Great, make 20 of them. You'll have 10 available at the sale, and you have 10 there for people on impulse going, oh, I didn't see that post. I'll buy it. And all of a sudden you start getting cafe customers for life, making great margins, and they're drinking a healthier beverage, and they share it with their family and friends. Guess what? Guys, the majority of every rescue's followers do not donate. How do I know this? Because I know of one sanctuary that has combined 7 million followers, and they're getting disproportionately small. I know another one with 2.9 million followers, and in 3 days they get like $27 donated. Asking for cash is not working anymore. It's not. It's not. Look at your own math, rescues. Look at your own math. Don't go by what I'm saying. Are you getting less money per day now than you were 1 year, 3 years, 5 years ago? And don't bother blaming a president or a prime minister. It doesn't change anything. People don't have money. They do drink coffee. They do use shampoo, toothpaste. They do laundry. Give your followers what they need, not what you think they want. There's the big difference. Cater to your followers. They're the ones supporting you. Give them something of value for their money. And he's saying, well, we're saving animals. That should be enough value. It should be. But it's not in this economy. People are struggling to survive. But they will buy their coffee from you and their laundry soap and a better toothpaste. Again, green tea and honey. And again, honey has a natural hydrogen peroxide in it. I did not know that. Give them what they want. A bake sale's great. Having an auction's great. How many hours do you put into that? Still do them. I'm not saying not to. These run on autopilot. You do your daily promotion about you're doing your live, and you're out there with the animals. It's cold out, and you got a steaming cup of Royal Black or hot cocoa or Mocha, and saying you're enjoying this. Saying, you know what? Hey, after this video, we're gonna have our store link and then let people shop. And they go, oh, you like it? Yeah, I love it. Never had anybody coming back saying they didn't love this product and the other products from the stores. Not one. Not one. If you want to be the first one, just say you're the first one, then, thumbs up. But after a few years, haven't heard one complaint. So that's it, folks. I got to transfer this via painfully Bluetooth, which is incredibly slow because the jack on this phone is shot. On the phone right there. That phone. Please forward this to your rescues. Check you personally. If you want to be able to vouch for the rescues, go to our online stores. They're posted either on our banner photo, on our feline fine, hashtag Tessa's Legacy. If you want to find us, just go hashtag Tessa's Legacy on Facebook, and you'll find our posts. You'll find our stores. And I have some other interesting stuff coming online. And 60, almost 400 animals have been killed since I've started this video. Does it bother anybody but me? 100% avoidable. And not one of those animals wanted to die. Not one. All they did was wanted to be loved in a family. We are failing them. Me, you. I'm doing everything I can. I need help. You watching this right now, I need your help. take this video and ram it down the throat of some rescue that's going, nah, we're fine, but oh, we can't help these animals because we're not getting enough money. I'm stressed. I'm tired. Rescue operators, be responsible, and it's your duty to investigate every option for you to make income to help your animals. Saying, well, we're a horse sanctuary. I don't care. This is about cats and dogs. You're going to tell me by offering your followers what they pay for every day and you make a good commission is still saving cats and dogs is an issue with you? You'll take exception to that, please. So, yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the excuses. I don't care if somebody says they didn't get my email after 8 tries. I don't care if somebody says, no, and here's another thing. And then they decline this global coffee, this global healthy coffee. And then they take on a local roastery. Well, we're supporting local. Okay, that's great. Is it organic? Nope. Okay, so it's toxic. You're offering your followers toxic coffee. Great, that they can get anywhere. Okay, so and your local roastery. And I'm thinking of two that did this, and I know the name. It's Garbage Coffee. I'm going to say that right now. It's Garbage Coffee. And what it is, another one is this company that any charity can sign up, and they'll print your custom your rescue on it. Well, here's the thing: where they ship from their city, how can they affordably ship to Australia, to South Africa, to the UK, to Canada? They can't, because these $2 billion companies have global warehouses. They're set up to do this. So again, the comments. Well, we don't want to deal with you. We're going to do it this way. Really? And I see them, and it comes and goes. And I see them. Oh, you haven't posted about coffee for 3 years. Guess what? Out of your 1.2 million followers, 87.5% of them in the States and 90% in Canada, and it's similar numbers for all the countries around the world, pay to drink coffee every day. But you're asking for money. They don't have it, but they're paying for their coffee. People, rescue operators, your followers are drinking coffee while they're watching your videos. Connect the dots, because animals are dying. And it's great you're taking care of your little corner of the world, but I'm asking you to use common sense and look at the bigger picture here. We're killing, just in the States and Canada, let's not even get global. Let's not even talk about the Yulin meat market in Korea, where they steal people's dogs out of yards and peel their skins off alive and roast them. We got to. There's another problem to fix. That we're not even. But rescues are going. Well, I got my third week. Well, we can't help these 40 dogs in this hoarding house because I'm tired But you had my email 8 months ago. I hope they see this. Then they come down. Well, now we're not going to deal with you. Really, you're going to pout? Animals are still going to die? Okay, you go pout, and when you're done with that, then let common sense set in and start doing everything that's available to you to help the animals. I started this as important as it was for me to connecting the dots, giving people what they want for their money and using it to save animals. Equally important is I genuinely wanted to take the load off rescue operators. Excuse me. And some have committed suicide. One I'm thinking of that I know personally has attempted suicide. They're exhausted and they're crying for money, and they're doing this fundraiser failed, and I can name them. Then I'm really citing the rescue I'm thinking of. And guess what? And I'm thinking of a rescue that's in my programs. Never promoted them once, not once. Then tried something else. Nobody was interested, and I can tell. I know when they post when an animal's adopted. They get this many likes. They posted this 3 likes, and it's the same 3 women that like the post that rescue does all the time. Nobody wants your funky. People want their needs met, their daily needs. That's all they can afford these days. Again, they don't want a water bottle. They don't want your sweatpants with your logo on it. They don't want a cat comb. By the time somebody even out of country, we already have a cat comb. We have one. We have water bottles. What these 2 stores offer people is their daily consumables, their daily necessities. Is coffee a necessity? Well, for me it is. But the shampoo, the toothpaste, the laundry soap, the vitamins, there's some food products, and the stores are different in different countries based on government approval. So Um, you order from the States, it ships from the States. You order in Canada, it ships from Canada. You order in the UK, it ships from the UK. Common sense, right? And the rescue gets paid. And you get your daily necessities, just better quality than you're using now, for a better price delivered to your door. I don't know how this can make more common sense. 60 minutes. 360 animals have been killed while I've been making this video. Is this bothering anybody yet? Please visit our page. Please order online. Here's a tip for you, even if you're not a rescue, to help you. If you want to put this in your, share with family and friends, co-workers, clients, ask your employer to stock the coffee products in your kitchenette at the office. If you're an insurance company, a car lot, car detailer, an oil company, contact me for a wholesale account. Even if you're a private person and you just want it for yourself, contact me for a. You can go to tessaslegacycafe.com and see the join us and follow through there. You'll still be part of the global plan to end these killings, and then go offer it to a rescue. I don't care how it's done, but they're dying, and I've seen these animals pacing in these cages. I've seen them curled up with their head down, jammed in a corner. They know what's coming. Imagine if that was one of your family members. Okay, so I'll end this with a, which still seems to be boggling me. People still support SeaWorld and crap like that while the orcas are bashing their head up against the wall in a tank the equivalent size of a human being in a closet, not in a bedroom, a closet, for 50 years. People are going, oh, family, we had such a great time. Stop being part of the problem. These animals were stolen. Don't say, well, they were injured and they saved them. No, they were stolen from their families in the oceans. Stop participating in SeaWorld. Be smarter. Stop making stupid choices. Stop being selfish. Stop supporting animal breeders. But there's a particular breed that I don't care. I don't care. You haven't exhausted every rescue. And even if they don't have the breed that you think you're entitled to, go adopt a dog. Go adopt the old one. Go the one missing an eye, missing leg. If you're looking for perfection, you don't see it in the mirror every day. You're sure not going to find it in a shelter. Plus, when you adopt an animal from a shelter, you make room for another animal to come in that's out in the streets. Again, due to human mismanagement. So, sorry guys. I hope you've been. No, I'm not sorry. I'm getting fed up with the rescues crying about they don't have enough money and we can only do so much. No, you can't until you exhaust these and promote these, and get every one of your followers to do a test order. You guys here, before you even want to take it to a rescue, go participate and buy from our 2 stores, and go see if you get the quality and the price and it shows up and how it's packaged, and use it and do that. Then go to a rescue one. Well, you can't knock it because I've tried this and these are great products. I'm using them. I shared them with my family, my friends, my coworkers, my clients. Get everyone on these. This is the only plan to end the killings. And again, I said at the beginning of this video, if you know of a better way, send me a message. I'd love to hear it. And here's another thing. I know some of these rescues are doing this just for ego. I know this. When they tell me they've saved 2 dogs or 20 dogs, or they shut down something, but here's a fact, guys. There are 50 million dogs in the United States being horrifically tested on in labs. 50 million. What's being done? What's being done? And don't support the Amish. Do you want to hear another story? They're huge on puppy mills. You want to get ready for Google? Also, I follow and some very closely. The Amish blind their horses that they've run into the ground at only the age of 2 years old because they use them too early. They blind them and they put them in the slaughter auction. And they think if nobody will buy a blind horse, so I'm going to get my pound per meat price. Anybody want to contact me, I'll tell you the rescue that'll vouch for this. And they're in California and they do great things. So there's another horrific story. Don't buy your chickens from them. They're great. I had some lady defending me, their neighbor, so I started sending her the links of the reports. She disappeared. She thought she was living right next door to the Amish, which were the greatest neighbors. Again, hiding behind God to kill animals. Whatever. I'm not a big fan of animal abusers. I don't care about their religious affiliations. hypocritical, and so I'm fed up with that too. So guys, buy from our stores. Buy, and then you can go to a rescue go, and I've tried it. It works. If you want a wholesale account, contact me. Or you can just go to the Tessa's Legacy Cafe. But I'd like to put you in my business where it would benefit you. If you're reaching out to me for a wholesale account, contact me. I would like to put you in the right place in my business that'll benefit you. That's what I like to do for you. And any rescue out there thinking, well, we're doing enough, or we can't do enough, we can't, stop with the excuses. Stop with being tired, exhausted. You haven't tried these programs. And if you're on the programs and you haven't promoted them, don't say they don't work, because I already know both these companies sell each over $6 million a day. People don't have a problem with these products, and this is the best coffee I've had in my life. That is the best coffee I've had in my life. So I will be drinking Royal Black. It's impossible to imagine if they come up with something better. It really is. But then again, I thought when Porsche came out with the Carrera GT, that would be the best. They can never improve on it until they came out with the 918. So there you go. 3 mushroom blend. Builds immune. Has helped me with memory problems since losing Tessa. I had some PTSD. Still. And her 4th anniversary of her passing was just the other day. I was going to make a video, but I certainly didn't feel like it. I thought I would do better on that day, but it was a tough one. It was a quiet day, and I thank God for my 3 angels that she sent me in their place, because there's something else. Come on, Ella. Hey, come on. Want to say goodbye? Come on, pretty girl. Come on. Hello. There's my girl. There's my girl from a hoarding house, full of anxiety, and just a kind girl. Just a kind, beautiful girl. Once you adopt black, you won't go back. That's the truth. Okay? Who doesn't want mini panthers? Please don't knock the phone over, sweetie. No, also, sweet. Come here. Come here. Who wouldn't want mini panthers running through your house? I mean, stunning. Black velvet. Okay? Just stunning. Just once you adopt black, you won't go back. And yeah. Okay, girls. Anyways, I'm going to go lunchtime for my girls. And come here, give me a kiss. You sweet girl. You're a sweet girl. You're a sweet girl. Yeah, you are. Anyways, guys, give your animals a hug for me. Saying it's from Cat Dad. They won't know. Hopefully they'll care. But saying what Cat Dad sent you a hug. And spend every time you can with them, because they're never around long enough. They're never around long enough. So have a great day, folks.